Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be talking about 2015 regarding Nintendo. Now, for the last year or two, people have been bashing the Wii U constantly in and out each day, and some people see it can justify it while other people defend it non-stop, and I've been kind of in the middle. I've recently got a Wii U, and I have to say, like, I bought it, I only bought it like recently, so I haven't had to wait so long for so many games, but the games that are on it at the moment, the ones I have, I'm enjoying them. I think the Nintendo Wii at the moment has a lot of good games. And I think 2015 is going to be the year where Nintendo gets back its greatness. Because 2015 is looking to be a great year for Nintendo Wii U owners. So let's get this started. There's 10 games I want to talk about that are coming out 2015 for the Wii U. Let's begin. I'll go with the ones I think are the smallest all the way to the most anticipated ones. Let's start off with Mario Maker. Now some people can say this is technically not a game, but it is a very cool concept. In the game industry these days, a lot of fans are really starting to get into like create games where it allows you to create your own worlds and your own stuff. Look at Minecraft. That thing's like one of the biggest games and properties out there. And the fact that you're now able to create Mario levels, any kid who grew up Nintendo must have thought at least once that they wanted to make a Mario level. And now they're giving you the ability to do it. I see this as not a full retail game. I see it as like a €20 downloadable title. And I really hope they let you really use your imagination. They give you plenty of options and customization tools to let you create what you want. But the only downside to it is that I've heard that you might only be able to share the levels you made with your friends on the Nintendo Wii, and I hope it's not true. Don't get me wrong, it's cool you can share with your friends, but I hope there's a feature that allows you to put onto like online for other people to see and rate, and like kind of like how Sony, Little Big Planet on Sony does it. Create a level, anyone can use it. The rate it, the more popular it gets, the more it'll be used. I hope they have that type of feature, because this could really be a cool little idea if it works. And I also like the added feature that you can make levels in classic NES style Mario or the most up-to-date looking Marios. There's not much more to say about Mario Maker. It's a cool idea, I'm looking forward to it, and I really hope they add that whole online feature. Next up is a game series I've never actually played, but I've always heard about it. It looks like it could be a fun time, and that is Mario Party 10. The fact they're on Mario Party 10 is impressive. I mean, they have 10 Mario Parties. I can't believe it's still going this long, but some people must enjoy it. I've always looked at it, I've said it looks like a fun time, but I've never got the chance to play it. Maybe because most of the people I know aren't really too big of fans of Nintendo. Not all, but most of them. And I always wanted to look at it, and I looked at this one. It looks really fun. I like the fact that you wanted to use the players can control Bowser now to ruin the other people's game. And I think that would really be a fun feature. And I will buy it if it has online, because again, I don't have many friends who play Mario Party, so if it's online I can play with other people across the world with it. I'll gladly buy it, because it looks like it could be a fun time, and I really hope they announce it soon and see if there is online, because there is, I'll buy it. If not, we'll see. But that's basically all about Mario Party 10. It's like the others, but with Bowser added into most of the games to switch up the dynamic a bit. Looking forward to it, but again, it's not too big of a game. Well, in the wide plan for Nintendo. And then next up, Mario vs Donkey Kong. This is probably, I don't think this is probably the most not the most anticipated game for Nintendo, but at the same time, I don't think it could be a fun time. Like, the concept is basically that there's a bunch of mini puzzles in it. You're controlling these like wind up Mario figures, I believe, and you're trying to stop the Donkey Kong monkeys from breaking them. And basically you control these bridges that allows your Marios to cross, and it's simple, you go from one part of the level to the other. And there's going to be a bunch of these challenges spread across the game, and it looks like it'll be fun, but I don't see it as a retail game. I see it maybe come now as, again, like Mario Maker, €20 double title, or I don't know, but I'm not really sure what to think of it yet. It looks like it'll be a fun time, but it doesn't look like something you really invest your time in for hours and hours and hours. Well, we'll have to see, I can't call that right now. I look forward to seeing what happens with it. And then one of the most unusual titles I've seen, wasn't expecting this from Nintendo, but sorry, what can you do? And that is The Devil's Third. Now, I know, if people look this up, the first thing they're going to say is, how is this a Wii U game? This looks like a game back in the PS2 days. The graphics of PS2, the gameplay looks simple. And I'm not going to disagree, I'll admit, there's times when it does look like it's a PS2 game. But saying that, the fact is that Devil's Tower would not be made if Nintendo didn't offer to fund it, which it did with Bayonetta 2. Which is something really good with Nintendo. They're willing to fund these games, which is most companies won't do, especially for a game like Devil's Tower. Most companies probably looked at it and said, "Oh no, we can't bother with that. We need high resolution graphics. We need a game that we know is going to sell millions and millions worldwide." Now I know Devil's Tower probably won't sell millions, but I have to admit it looks like one of those over the top cheesy action games that's just going to be fun to play just to kick some ass. And honestly, that's all it needs to be. It looks like they have a funny, cheesy storyline, and the main character seems mighty a bit of Duke Nukem. It looks like the action's just going to be over the top, funny and fun. So, what else do you want? It looks like a fun time. It looks like, why do you want this over the top action movie, 80s action movies? I'm looking forward to it. I finally check it out if you're into this for a fun time. And with that being said, we move on to one of Nintendo's newest IPs, and probably the most surprising of E3 when I saw it. And that is Splatoon. Now this game has me excited. This is one of the games where I'm really getting excited now. Basically, Splatoon is like Nintendo's answer to Call of Duty and Battlefield and Halo and everything. Basically, when I say that, I don't mean that they're going to beat it. It's not meant to try to compete with them. Basically, I think it's like 3-on-3 or 6-on-6. You take control of these characters, and the whole objective is you have to spray your colour paint all over the map, and you can also take out the other people with it. But the thing is, the winner is decided by which team's paint is spread the most over the map. So if one team has like 2/3 of the map painted with like orange, they'll win opposed to the team that is like the colour purple. And the thing is, it's not just like paint guns. There's all these different gadgets that are going to be used in the multiplayer. And I like, one of the coolest things is, if you have like, say your team is orange and your team is purple, if you just like spray a line of orange along the purple, you could turn into a squid. I know it's a very random and weird thing, but you turn into a squid, hop into the orange, it just propels you faster throughout the map. And I think it's a really interesting and cool feature. It just looks like a fun game to play. It doesn't look serious, doesn't look like it's going to be like all ranking up prestige and everything. It just looks like a fun game to pass time, and it looks like it'll be a hell of a time to play. That's one of the games I'm personally looking forward to the most this year. I look forward to seeing where it goes. Now, with that being said, we got the, well, technically I consider them like the lower of the games coming up this year, because now we got the top 5. These are the games where I think is going to bring Nintendo back. And I'm going to start with my most anticipated, least anticipated, and we'll go in order. Start with number 5 will be none other than, no, well, see, I don't know, see, between 5 and 4, I know it's kind of hard to say, because I'm not sure what to choose. I mean, they're both good games, it's just, I don't know what to pick. But I'll pick out a number, I'll start number 5, they haven't played any of the games in the series, but I'm looking forward to this from what I've seen. Number 5 is Xenoblade Chronicles X. This game looks awesome. No, some people are going to say the graphics don't look that great, it looks kind of cartoony, and like, honestly, it kind of works with the game. It's like, it looks like anime style, but when I saw the demo and they were standing next to these giant creatures, they were like pretty much like just long necks. And when they were standing next to them, I was like, whoa, that looks amazing. It just looks so like huge and massive in scale. And I'm looking forward to see what this game is going to be about, because I've never played Xenoblade Chronicles, so I wouldn't really have an idea. But it looks like the story is going to be dramatic and awesome, as Japanese RPGs usually are. And it looks like the battles are going to be crazy, and the environments and the weapons. And honestly, I can't talk too much, but I'm really excited to see what it's like, and I'm definitely buying this, despite what people may say about the graphics. I think it still looks good, and I'm really looking forward to see. I just want to fight one of those big ass monsters. That's all I want. It's going to look awesome. Well, moving on now to number 4. Time's really going on there. I gotta hurry up. Number 4 is Kirby. I forget the full name of it, but basically what it is a sequel to the Kirby DS game, and what it is that you basically, it's like if you draw lines using, I believe in, like, I think the stylus, that's it. I believe you're going to have to draw lines using the stylus to direct Kirby in certain ways, and he'll have different power-ups through the game. But the main point of the gameplay is you're going to be using the stylus to draw these paths and lines to help Kirby get progress through the level and be integrated into different boss battles. And it looks like a fun game. I'm surprised Kirby's getting the game. I didn't think we'd see a Kirby game on the Wii U for a while. Well, at last here we are, and I'm really looking forward to it, because I can't wait for some more Kirby action. See, the thing is with Kirby, I like his games, but I always find them too easy. But with this one, I like it. It seems like a bit of a puzzle, a bit of strategy with the way you do the stylus element to it. So I'm really looking forward to this game and see how it turns out. And now we get to the top three. Number three, oh god, I can't even. Number three is Star Fox. If it even comes out in 2015. It's been teased, but we all know it's Star Fox. And I really hope it does come out in 2015 because Star Fox are awesome games. I mean, you just ask any fan about Star Fox, they will say it's awesome. And it's one of the most requested games that Nintendo fans have been asking for ages. We didn't get I believe we didn't get a proper new Star Fox game on the Wii. Or the Wii U yet. I know that there's finally one being made in production that everyone believes is happening, to be honest. I'm very excited for it because I cannot. I never bought a Star Fox as it released on a console. I've always played them in the past when they're known as classics. I've never actually bought a Star Fox when it was brought out brand new, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this one's going to be like. And I'm interested to see how they're going to implement the gamepad into it. I can think of a couple of ways, but I'm looking forward to see how it works out. And it's Star Fox. What else do you need to say? It's probably going to be awesome combat. It looks like it's going. I'm guessing it has to be a return to roots with this spaceship flying and battling. Because if they do another a third person shooter or action adventure, like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed them, but let's be honest, the best thing to do is just keep it strictly in spaceship combat in space and the sky, or just vehicles in general. Just keep it that way and you'll be fine, Nintendo. And now number two, I don't know why I'm looking forward to this game so much. I think most of it, so this is kind of hypocritical. I'm always saying about how people judge the graphics too much, but I can't wait for Yoshi's Yarn. Because I think it's the best looking Nintendo game coming out this in 2015. I know it's weird to say, but it looks so good. It actually just looks like it's wool on the screen. It literally just looks like it's wool. And Yoshi, what can I say? I love Yoshi. Everyone loves Yoshi. And the game just looks like it's going to be a fun time to play and explore. Nothing too challenging, nothing too great, nothing too epic. Just a fun game with a lot of secrets, and it's just going to be and the music sounds. It's just going to be a relaxing, nice, fun game to play. That's it. That's mainly all I can say about it. It's just going to be fun. And with all them, we get to number one. And let's be honest, I don't even need to say what number one is, because you all know what it already is. Let's be serious. What game do you think is really going to be number one that's been announced for 2015? The Legend of Zelda. I mean, what else could you possibly think it would be? Oh God. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're having malfunctions. Even you see, I said Legend of Zelda and the iPad fainted. That's how much. Even the iPad knows how great Legend of Zelda is. Back to the thing. Legend of Zelda is just one of the greatest game series of all time. I know it, everyone knows it. Even non-Nintendo fans respect the series because it is that good. And from the brief trailer we saw from it, it looks beautiful. I like the fact that they're saying it's going to be open world, exploring, you can do the dungeons with any order you want. And I just really like the new look of it. And so I mentioned I really like the look of the bow and arrow that Link, I believe it's Link, was holding. Looks badass. Like, I can't wait to find out more information about Zelda. And I really hope it comes out in 2015, because if it does, it's just going to be the game Nintendo needs. Like Super Mario 3D World, Mario Kart 8 and Super Smash Bros. Are all going to get people to buy it. But I think Legend of Zelda is going to be that final nail that cements the Wii U as like a proper next-gen console. Like, it's here. After 2015, I think Nintendo will be back on the way up. Because I think after 2015, we're going to see more games in 2016. Hopefully some series that we haven't seen in a while, which I'll make another video for that. Like such as Metroid and the like. And I really think that this year is going to be the start of Nintendo's revival. That they're going to get back into the main state of game. And everyone's going to stop doubting them all the time. With that being said, that's all I have to say. And the main thing with Nintendo is the reason I like all these games, because they have one thing in common. They focus on fun. Simple as. Just fun games to play to enjoy yourself. That's why I like Nintendo. Just like to keep it basic and fun. And with that being said, I think that's all I have to say. So, if you like, leave a comment, subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time, and do what you want.